Hello, YouTube. I know the poll wanted me to react to Star Wars Theory. I just don't have it in me to do it today. It will be a lot easier for me to react to Star Wars Theory on a weekend where I haven't spent a lot of my energy working already. So it might have to be like, well, don't expect a reaction soon because right now it is football season and it is very hard for your boy to pick a good weekend where I am not watching a game to do the reaction videos. So instead I'm going to do an easy one where I can put this out quick. And remember where I ranked my 9 Star Wars films from worst to best? Now we're gonna do the. Let me count. There's Clone Wars. There's Rogue One, and there's Solo. Clone Wars, Rogue One, and Solo. Now we're going to do the 3 best to worst Star Wars side stories. Third place being the least favorite of the 3 because there's only 3 side stories so far. And I'm not counting Mandalorian because I haven't seen it, so I can't put it on my ranks if I haven't seen it. Makes sense? So 3 being the worst, and of course 1 being the best. Remember, this is my list, and if you have ranks for these standalone films, I'm happy to see what you have down in the comment section below. Now here, without further ado, here is my ranking from worst to best of the 3 Star Wars side films that we have so far. So, in third place, meaning the worst one in my opinion, would have to go to now, a lot of people are gonna hate me for this because they like this character, but the third best film, and come on, I'm a prequel guy, so third place so far, third place, Solo, A Star Wars Story gets third place. Now, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this because people like Han Solo, they wanted more Han Solo, they like the original plot. I don't want to hear it. I am a prequel kid, okay? I grew up with the prequels. I started with the prequels, with the exception of episode 4. I had to watch that before episode 3 because my cousins insisted that I do that. But other than that, I started with the prequels. I kid you not. I started with episodes 1 and 2. So that's what I was used to. And that's why I put Solo at third place. Is you can hate me all you want to. That's just how I feel. Second place, I'm gonna have to put Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now the reason it is above Solo, but not above the next one, is because it is above Solo because even though I grew up with the prequels, I love Darth Vader. His scene at the end where he's going berserk, slaughtering the rebels, struggling to bring the plans to Leia at the end of the film, that blew my mind. And the fact that it just came out of a... I don't like horror films, but I like how they did it like a horror film. So I don't like horror films, but I like how they showed this scene with Vader like a horror film, and he's just massacring rebels left and right. So the reason it is not above the number one pick is because, again, I grew up with the prequels. Okay, you can hate me all you want, but remember when I placed Revenge of the Sith at the top with my top 9 films? I have Revenge of the Sith as number 1 for a reason, because not only did I grow up with the prequels, but I like that one as my favorite prequel, my favorite of it all. Seriously, if you haven't seen Revenge of the Sith yet, I highly recommend you check it out, because it was a very good film, and it still holds up, in my opinion, to this day. So, again, number 2 spot for the Star Wars standalone films, and the number 2 spot, again, is Rogue One. Okay? So, first place, the moment we've all been waiting for. But in first place, my all-time favorite Star Wars side story has to go to 2008's own Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Yeah, I bet a lot of y'all are shocked. But the reason I pick the Clone Wars movie as number 1 for me is not only was it a great introduction to this whole Clone Wars theme that we were introduced to from 2008 till like 2012, I honestly thought that the relationship between Anakin and Ahsoka was good in the movie. Not only that, but I love the prequels. Like I said, I love the stories with Anakin in it, because I find the story of his fall more entertaining to watch than the story of his redemption. Yeah, the redemption is there, but I loved his fall. I loved watching Anakin's fall to the dark side. And the Clone Wars not only shows us what these Clone Wars were like, and what it was like to fight in the Clone Wars, but it also dives deeper into it takes us deeper into Anakin's psyche and what he was going through as he was slowly turning into Darth Vader. And by the time you get to Revenge of the Sith, all the stuff that happens in the Clone Wars leads up to that moment when he finally snaps and turns on the Jedi. So that's it. That is my list. Is my top 3 from worst to best. 3 being worst again. 1 being the best. Is Star Wars side films. Let me know what you guys' rankings were. What you think of my picks for the top 3 Star Wars side films. And if more come out, which I'm pretty sure we'll see more Star Wars side films in the future, when more come out, I will update the ranking. But for now, this is my 3 top picks for the Star Wars side films. And what do you guys think of my list? Do you have any comments or questions about it? Do you have your own top picks for the Star Wars side films that you like. Let me know all that in the comment section down below. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace.